today, ain't I? Spirit has been leading me today. Let me tell y'all, it feels like something is happening, like some kind of energy shift is happening or something. And by the way, I'm sorry I don't have makeup on today. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't. I just didn't feel up to it. So I wanted to come and talk to y'all about something. Speaking of which, let me turn on one of my little frequencies here that I like to listen to, and you guys will be able to benefit from this frequency as well. Okay. Um, it's a take your energy back frequency. Okay. So, how many of you guys are in third party situations? Okay, to where you getting ready to either they call you a home wrecker and stuff like that. It's so funny. Third party situations can either last for a little while or a long time. It depends on what you're talking about. Um, but what if it's a third party situation where the person that is a third party is a parasite? Okay, an actual energy vampire, codependent person that is using the person to pull energy from other people. Okay. Now, with twin flames, I want y'all to drop all of the guilt. Twin flames have to come together in the physical or either the astral. It's a healing thing. They have to. Some of y'all have twin flames that are with other people. For some of y'all, I wouldn't advise any physical contact because you never know who that other person is sleeping with, which is pretty nasty. But twin flames do have to come together in the physical. They have to at least touch each other. They have to at least breathe on each other. It just is what it is. But what if you're dealing with a parasite? What if the third party is a literal parasitic person? What do you do? What do you do? Some of y'all are doing breakup work on that parasite to get them out of the picture because that's what they are. They're a parasite. They're very parasitic, very codependent. A lot of you guys are very independent women and men. You got your own money. You got your own, um, and you met this person, but there's a third party involvement. Whether or not they're in a relationship or not, I would say that the first thing that you have to do is take control of your energy because a parasite is doing what? A parasite is pulling on you energetically. That's what parasites do. That's what leeches do. They don't know how to create their own energy. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're very codependent. And the struggle that women go through is that a lot of men are attracted to these types of women. I don't know why. Somebody that's toxic, somebody that, keeps demonic attachments. What do? You have to protect your energy. I would say, you know what I would do? I would do a crystal grid would be one option, which a crystal grid is almost like an altar. It's like an altar because some people are disgusting. Some people will stick around another person just for your energy so that they can energy vampire off of you energetically. They're already vampiring off of that other person. I personally would cut people like that out of my damn life. Some people try to be heroes. A person that is the literal Five of Pentacles. They're greedy. They're cursed. No matter what happens, Nothing ever satisfies them. Nothing ever pleases them. When they're in a relationship with a person, if they can't be pleased by that one person, they got to have X, Y, Z, and A, B, and C. This is called an attachment. It's not necessarily a karmic attachment because you didn't deserve that karma of having a person like that. And this person can come in the form or a male or a female. A lot of them think they're special because they think that they're succubuses, but really they're just very pathetic. And people like that will stick around for years, doing little things, harassing you, stalking you. It's pretty bad, okay? I would say crystal grid, set up an altar of spiritual defense so that your warrior spirits can attack that person when they get to fumbling around all of a sudden. And here's what I don't understand. What's up with these people that are in relationships that are leeching off of other people? You're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody. Why do you feel the need to sponge off of others? If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to be doing sex magic with that person. You're supposed to be communing with that person. Y'all are supposed to be creating your energy together. Now, a lot of people are very, very confused about this these days because there's a lot of people that are doing polygamy, polyamorous relationships, which really means you're not enough. I need something else. And they think, oh, we being sexy. No, you're not. Oh, we got, and you know what? People's personal business is their personal business. That's their personal business. Whatever it is that people want to do in their relationships, they have the right to do it. Just as long as they don't involve other people that are innocent bystanders that don't want anything to do with that. Okay. So if you are in a third party situation with somebody that is parasitic, fuck them up every time they make that move towards you. Every single time, cut the cord, detach. It may take you years to resolve that situation. It may take you years to resolve it. But you have to protect yourself because parasitic people, they're not going to walk away. They're going to constantly think about you. They're going to stink about you. They're going to act a fool. Especially if that person is very controlling, diabolical. And this is very common for you fairy witches that are attached to the fae. They think that you're just this never-ending source of energy that they can just pull on. I would say do a crystal grid and do an altar. Do an altar with your warrior spirits. Now, I've been making it known that I've been working with Zeus again. I just love Zeus. He's been making it rain too, Zeus and Thor. They both been making it rain around here because we needed it. And so I'm actually going to have my Zeus altar. I got a bust. I got a Zeus bust that's on its way. And because Zeus is my warrior, and so is his daughter Athena. They're both my warriors because, Zeus is an amazing god. He is, especially when it comes to pagan practices. Now, Zeus doesn't mind me working with other gods. He's not a jealous god at all, but he's very concerned about his people. He's one of my ascended masters. He thinks of me as his daughter. And, if you don't know the legend of Zeus and his power, what he can do, I've even suspected that, I'm not even going to say that because then people will start bugging him. he's a source of a lot of my power that I utilize, and he doesn't mind giving it to me. So do your warrior altars. He doesn't help me with certain things. He'll help me with things if it's a side effect. So, for example, if I were in a third party situation with a person that was riding my energy source, he would be the one that I would go to because he would shoot that person the hell down. He's been around, he's been with me for years. Um, why am I hearing that in the other room? Anyway, y'all, do your warrior altars so that you can feed your warriors and go to them whenever you need to. It's not uncommon to have several altars just around your house for certain situations. Um, and that way you can honor them and call on them for help. A lot of people need their ascended masters because when you look back generationally, ooh, these people got into sacrifice. They got into sacrifice big time, and then even child sacrifice. It's been pretty disgusting. So that's why I've been working with a lot of the really old gods. But most of the gods and goddesses are cool. You know, my advice for women is to make sure that you have a moon goddess. You need to figure out which one is willing to work with you because that moon is the source of communication for women. Mercury is typically he all for the men. Okay? I love Hermes, but he's all for the men. That moon is for the women. Okay? And Hermes is the only god of that planet. Like he's real. Yeah. Hey, Tehran and Aquarian goddess. Yeah, nothing wrong with an elemental altar. Nothing wrong with that. But you should definitely set up your altars to honor your warrior spirits because these people will pick and suck you dry. Parasites will do it. I don't know what's up with these people. I don't know if, like, in a previous life, they were an actual tick in a previous life. Like, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been a tick or a worm or a leech in any of my lifetimes. I've been a dog. I've been a wolf. I've been a horse in one of my previous lives. I ain't never been no tick. I ain't never been nothing that gave out diseases ever. So, and yeah, a flea, a tick, yeah. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm telling y'all, some of these people, and they be like, but I'm a good person. I'm, I'm sorry, hun, you're not. You're not a good person. Okay. That's funny, Aquarium. I'm serious, man, for real, because and people can't help who they are and something. And see, I'm an empath and I do have empathy for them. I do, but I'm just not gonna let them do nothing to harm me because they will zap you. They will zap you and they will go through third party relationships. A lot of y'all got to be careful out there. And then some people are just lost, literally lost. And see, that's why you men are going to have to stop doing that. Y'all going to have to stop allowing access energetically. Okay, keep everything separate. Okay, if you in a third party relationship and you know that one of the chicks is like, One of them, and you got the other one, and you know what I'm saying? And she's like, you can be cursed like that if you a man. Better be careful. You gotta be careful with parasitic women anyway. I wouldn't even talk to them. I cut off all communication with parasitic people. They're blocked. They have no access to me whatsoever. Whatsoever. Even when they try to get third party access, I don't allow it. But some of y'all are in relationships with these dudes, and the other chick is literally screwed. Ah, it's just very tense and just tight, and she's pulling on you sexually and every other way. And so it's like, are you like, why did I have a dream about this other woman? And like, and so that's why a lot of women, um, they'll be bugging the man. They'll be like, when you gonna leave that person? That person is very parasitic. Oh, I'll get around to doing it one day. Oh, okay. Well, that day needs to be soon, because this is getting ridiculous. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you just can't save people. Sometimes you just got to leave people to save their damn self. Cause some people, they got them demons that are eating them up. Ooh, goodness. And you can feel it. You can feel it, and the female will be focused, super duper focused on you all the time. Like she'll be, and see, I know what people are thinking. I know what people think about. That's what make me so dangerous. I'm a damn mind reader. This chick will be constantly just obsessing. Men, if you're in a third party relationship, choose the woman that focuses on you, not the woman that is constantly thinking about that other woman, because she's just looking for energy. And Lord have mercy. And then some of them will have a spiritual walk in. Y'all ever hear about them? And then when you try to explain it, they'll be like, well, they don't believe in all of that. Don't you hate that when you give people spiritual information and they don't believe in it, but they sitting there just, ooh, Lord, let me burn some of my let me burn some of my slippery elm bark right now. I can't stand people that have harmful spiritual energies inside of them, but a lot of times people will be in denial, or either um, they don't believe in that. So anyway, but I'm going past the subject. Let's get back to the subject. If you in a third party situation with a parasitic person, I would have candles ready. I would do a jar or some kind of hoodoo jar to keep that person off of your energy, because they'll be trying to connect with your sexual energy. That's one of the reasons why I made this oil. If I had a nickel for everybody that was trying to connect with my sexual energy, I would be rich. And that's why it's got Domania leaf in it, because people sometimes their sex magic is pulling on somebody else's energy, another woman, and then some of these men, they want to pull on a man's sexual energy. That's why they always looking at men and asking about their penises and stuff. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. Protect yourself, okay? And don't be in denial about it. Just know that it is what it is and do something about it. And stop distrusting the witches. We telling you something for your own damn good. Because if you're a third party feeder, what spirit guides is getting ready to do is, if you allow another person to be fed through you, then spirit gonna say, cut, feed off of this person that's allowing it. And then people will start learning lessons then, won't they? People will start learning their love because that is a fact. That is a fact of life. Hold on, y'all. I remember when I was in my 20s, I had chronic fatigue syndrome. It was a medical mystery, and it was because somebody had attached to my mother and began feeding on me. And, that was when I was in my early 20s before I'd ever had children. And so, so do that. Do that and then seek help. Cord cuttings are definitely very good to cord cut. Even if you're in a third party situation, start cutting the cords. You don't necessarily, because some of y'all are in these third party situations to where you will go off of a damn cliff for the person that you love. And that's understand. Like, I'm very understanding to that. If there's a third party karmic, cut the cord to that third party karmic. You don't have to cut the cord to them. You have to cut both cords. The cord that the third party has created, and then the cord that is created to you. It's like a tricord. It's like, what is this? It's very strange and unusual. And then you guys will be okay. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, you can always seek spiritual advice. You don't necessarily have to run from the situation. A lot of people will run. Because a lot of y'all are just like, God, when is it going to be over? The moment he or she completely lets go of that leechy ass parasitic third party, everything kind of goes back to normal and you start to feel better. You can almost call it down. A lot of y'all very intuitive ladies out there, when you've learned a person's footprint, you ever hear of a footprint? A person leaves their imprint or footprint. I can always tell who's contacted my significant other. I can always tell. I can call it down. This person, see, they don't even have to answer. Cut. I'm telling people right now, if I tell you that a person is parasitic, cut off communication. Jeez, Louise. Well, you think I'm telling you this for my health? Well, actually, I am. I can always tell when a person is trying to make contact with me. Like I'm a human being, flesh and blood. Yeah, I'm a witch and I possess supernatural powers to a certain extent, but I'm not a god. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I can accept possession from a god if needed. Like, for example, if I needed Athena to possess me, she would, because she would protect my physical body because I would be walking with her. But at the end of the day, I like to be Jamila. I love to be myself. I'm always Jamila. I love my emotions. If I'm sitting here watching a movie, I like to be into it. And I just love life. I love living. I love living in this physical earth body, in this reality. And, yeah. And so y'all just be careful with that because, and for some reason, they start feeding feverishly Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Like, it is just like, And so when I get off of here, I'm about to do that protection. Some of my students that are watching, I taught y'all that protection. It works, don't it? It works. It's a protection ritual that is very simple. It will protect your energy. It will protect your daughters and your sons. Because trust me, they try to feed off of their youth and vitality. It's like, God, do you have any connection with the sky or something, anything? Like, what's up with this energy harvesting thing? And they just won't stop. And you can tell that they're doing it because you'll feel very cloudy. You'll feel like something, you'll feel that pull on your energy. And it's like, do you not know anything about witchcraft? Do you not know that I can put energy all throughout my house right now that'll bring prosperity, abundance, and healing to my family just by putting my cauldron on the stove with some water and some herbs. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that, Jamila. So, yeah. I had this one client. It was so cute. She wanted me to talk to her husband. She was like, "Would you talk to him because he won't listen to me?" And when I spoke to him, he said, "You know what? I'm skeptic, but I love my wife and I'm going to do what it takes to make her happy." And they've been peaceful ever since. When you're in denial about the things that are happening spiritually, you're left wide open to any and all thing happening to you. So, and it's crazy. And they not just pulling, they yanking. They desperate. They desperate for that energy. So yeah. And as far as anybody is concerned on YouTube, I am single as a Pringle because I get together with somebody and everybody, because boy, they know. I get together with somebody and everybody coming gunning for me. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to know who, and I just don't do it. So I'm single as a Pringle, but I'm satisfied. But that, I have somebody in my life. I just don't talk about it on YouTube. I don't, because I don't want to bring that person. For some reason, I'm different. People will come for that person. They'll be just pulling on, and I'll have to tell them, get off of my man's nutsack. Like, what's wrong with you? Why you on his nuts, girl? And even the men will be on his nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's weird. So, anyway, I'm about to get me something to eat, y'all. I love you guys. Y'all take care. I will see y'all later. I might see y'all tomorrow for some third party stuff. I'm going to try to keep it simple. If I see any energy harvesting, I'm just going to be pissed. It's going to be one of them days. I have a feeling that I am, because a lot of the people that are in my collective soul group, y'all are just like me. You got all this light energy, and people want that energy. They want it. And it's like, well, you know, it's not yours, it's mine, okay? You don't have to share with nobody. You don't have to share nobody. And these days, they trying to make you feel bad because you don't want to share your partner. It's sad. It really is. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. And here on YouTube, I've been discredited quite a bit because of my singularity, but I would never tell it this. I would never, especially with some of the people that they need to get gone first before I could ever be here with somebody, because and it's too complicated. Anyway, y'all, I will check y'all later. Peace and love to y'all. Blessings. Bye.